What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Generational Sports. It's your boy, Anthony. Some call me Connie. Most people call me Connie. Hosting, as always, the gentleman, a man of, honor, respect, everything above, wearing a bandana and a Grogu shirt. Matching the bandana, by the way, is my co-host, Mr. Josh. Now, Josh, is Josh your actual name?
It's Joshua.
Okay, so yeah, so that's what I assume.
I got two middle names too.
You're a two middle name guy. Fun fact: my mom doesn't have a middle name.
Really? I always wondered what the reasoning behind parents not doing.
I just think my nan just didn't give her a middle name, and I find it kind of weird because, like, I have a middle name. What are your two middle names? I don't know it.
Robert Alberto.
Okay.
Joshua Robert Alberto Linares.
Now, what's the ethnicity, Josh?
Like, where is my family from?
Yeah.
El Salvador.
Hey, my best friend's in high school from El Salvador.
Hey, what's that?
Now, is that I say Spanish, but I don't know if that's the correct thing.
It's...
I don't even... No. Because you see, like, Dominican and then Spanish, like, I've said that before, and I got it wrong, and my boy's like, yo, listen, I'm Dominican, bro.
Right,
I'm like,
right.
Okay, like, listen,
yeah, I'd say Spanish.
I'm half a chromosome away from, being an idiot, so...
No, I had people in high school even dumber than that when I would tell them, like, I'm Spanish and, like, my family's from El Salvador, Latino, whatever. They're like, oh, so you're Indian. I'm like, no, that is not what I said.
Now, see, Josh, Indian is a place I was not expecting that conversation to go.
I wasn't either. I was also shocked when they said it, so... I mean, it's no.
So how you doing, Josh?
I'm doing good. It was a good weekend. Went saw my nephew. Today's his birthday. Happy birthday, Leo! Shout out to me.
Big Leo guy.
I believe he's turning six today.
Love to hear that.
Got him some Pokemon cards. He's huge into Pokemon right now. So
okay. What kind of just random packs, or is you?
Was at Walmart and getting ready to check out. They were just there. Picked up a couple.
Nothing like a good pack opening. Let me tell you something.
Oh, nothing like it. How are you doing, Connie?
Oh, Josh, why not? Living the dream. I went out. I've been late. Listen, my brother's bachelor party was this weekend. I was down in Atlantic City for a couple days. This is a good point. Shout out our Saturday. I believe it's Saturday. No, because you guys went live yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. I think. I'm getting my days mixed up. Listen, like I said, it was a long weekend. But shout out Count the Bucket, one of our premier basketball. Well, actually, the premier basketball show of the network. So make sure you go over there and subscribe to them. Of course, after you subscribe to the Generational Sports YouTube channel as well. But long weekend. Got down there Friday night. Many of drinks were drank. Saturday was a big recovery day. And then, we got some good food Saturday. Hit the casino a lot on Saturday. See, we didn't even, like, the whole point, you go down to Atlantic City, you gamble, right? We literally, like, didn't even touch a slot or anything on Friday. Straight drinks. Then Saturday we gambled. Josh, let me tell you something. I also don't have the best luck in the world. But your boy, shout out Wheel of Fortune slot machine. Josh, I put in $10, right?
Mm-hmm.
$200.
Hey.
Then I come back. So, I'm going to try this again later that night. Put in a 20. 70 beans.
Okay.
Then I leave. I come back again. $20, lost it. But I put another 20 in. $40.40. So technically, I made 40 cents.
Yeah, profit. So
then I came back much later in the night and lost 25. Didn't get it back. But hey,
overall you profited.
That's like I said. I took I took $30 and put it and made it about 260, 250. You count if you count the loss.
Nice.
I
That's
mean,
successful. That's successful, not a gambling right there.
And I'll never do it again because I will never in my luck have that much luck again.
I've only done a slot machine one time, and it's weird. We are a very small town here, but there's like 8 to 10 places that are just like slots, and it's kind of crazy, just with weird little shops. But I've done one at a bar before because everybody was winning that night, and then I go in there and I put 20 in and I just lose. I'm like, so everybody else just cashed out like $250, $500. I'm like, okay.
There was a lady next to us that hit the major jackpot, and like that's not like it wasn't anything. I mean, listen, to me it would have been fine, but it's not anything crazy like per se. Because I think like there's a mini, a minor, like a major, and then like the actual jackpot. Like the actual jackpot was like 30,000. The lady hit the major jackpot, which was like $100. Literally didn't even have a reaction.
She's like, okay.
She was like, and then lost everything. She was up 250. We're standing there watching one of my brother's friends play the slot. I look back over at her. She had to put more money in because she lost all of it. Didn't even care.
You got to walk away when you're up.
Bro, I was like,
what walk away.
Walk away? Like, you just put more in? That's a problem. That's what we call a problem. That's that 1-800 gamblers situation.
That is when you call that numbers. When you put more in after you already won it. Throw it all away.
But all right, listen, let's get into the show. Listen, I got a little bit of surprise for everybody. Remember when we used to do these? Yeah, nice little Who Am I? That's right. I'm bringing it back, and maybe we'll bring it back. Maybe next week Josh will have one for me. Maybe we'll get back into some of these, games that we used to play. Come up with some new segments.
When the season starts, when the NFL season gets underway, tons of games, tons of little trivia.
Yeah, I mean, because then we always got the Together We Pray and put some respect on my name. Which Josh, we got to keep track. We got to keep track this year.
Oh yeah.
We'll put week 1. This is who. Week 2. That's who. We got to do it this year. Anyway, I was just messing around. Why don't I do a nice Who Am I for Josh? This is a current player. And listen, what do we usually do? 45 seconds, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, all right. So I'll start the stopwatch at the start, and I'll go here. This player, I'm looking at his Wikipedia page right now, was drafted. Hold on, let's see. I gotta make sure here, because it, blah. All right, this player was drafted in the 3rd round of the 2018 NFL Draft.
2018.
Yes,
my team currently has 2 of the top 3 picks from that draft. And our quarterback, bro. 3rd one.
Let's see. What's another one I can get? They went to BYU for college.
BYU.
Went to BYU.
2018. Do I get asked questions? Or do you
go ahead. Ask away.
Offense or defense?
It's defense.
Defense, BYU, 2018.
First of all, we're also already at 40 seconds, so there's no way we were doing this in 45 seconds.
No way.
So, whatever. Let's just keep going.
Is he a secondary?
He is not in the secondary.
Not in the secondary. BYU.
He made first team All-Pro and a Pro Bowl in 2020.
In 2020?
Yes, sir.
Linebacker?
It is a linebacker.
Pro Bowl in 2020, was drafted in 2018. Jeez. Okay, in the NFL, is he in what conference is he?
He is in the NFC.
I don't know why I asked that. That doesn't help at all.
I think I can only throw you like 2 more hints here, Josh, before it just gets too easy.
Yeah. Linebacker, BYU.
I'll give you 2. You can ask 2 more questions.
2018 NFC. No, That's not because you said that he is like people know him, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so people. That's a, oh yeah. So I'm just. God, I hope Clayton's not watching. He's probably like, "Are you kidding me, Josh?" But all right, last question. I don't want to make it too easy because I still want to be able to be like, "Oh, I got it." No, I'm giving up because it's either gonna be too easy and I'm gonna get it.
How about that? All right. If it is too easy, then you can just accept your L anyway. He's a middle linebacker.
Did Leighton Vander Esch go to?
No.
I think he went to Boise. Is that the right division?
That is also not the right division.
Oh God, I have no clue.
I'm talking about good old old pal, San Francisco 49er.
Fred Warner went to BYU.
Warner.
He did.
Fred Warner.
My God, he did go to BYU. I knew that too.
Fred Warner, good old Fred. One of the, like I said, I feel like he's very good. People know who he is, but still like not appreciated. Does that make sense?
He was so good in 2020, like the best linebacker in the league that year.
Oh yeah, it wasn't even close.
And then the next year, I mean, he was okay.
I think he was still very good last year.
Yeah, but just compared to that monster year he had in 2020.
I think he dealt with a couple injuries last year as well.
Right, and that defense was torn apart, so he was doing a lot. So. Damn, I should have got that, but we haven't done a Who Am I in so long. I was thinking Darius Leonard because I was gonna say now Panthers linebacker David Wilson. I think he might have went to BYU too, but then you said he's a well-known guy. I'm like, nobody knows who the hell David Wilson is.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, that was the Who Am I. Nice little fun throwback. Let's get into some of our main topics here. We got a UFC Fight Night, Ortega Rodriguez. Josh, I keep looking at these fight nights, like hoping that I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember this fighter, and like they're this good or that bad, and this. And I look at the fight night every single time, and I'm like, I still have no idea who you are.
I love it because like I'll see the title of it for the main event, like this one, Ortega Rodriguez. I'm like, oh, that should be a decent fight. And then like you said, you go look at the fight card. It's like I know, like I might kind of remember that one guy in the prelims. Like I don't know most of these people.
Like it's just there's too many people to keep up with. I can't do it.
Yeah, too many weight classes, too many people to just remember. It's tough. It's way harder than in the NFL or NBA because then you can like associate it with teams, like teams and positions.
I still don't even know the weight classes.
Yeah, me neither. It's so hard to remember.
Like I know who the champions are. I don't think I can tell you who. Like what is?
Like you're telling me Volkanovski and Figueiredo and Moreno don't fight at the same weight? Like
no, like I could not tell you. Like listen, I know Volkanovski is. I think he's an animal. I don't know what championship he holds.
I think he's lightweight. I don't know.
There's no way he's a lightweight.
I have no idea.
I thought he was in like the feather area.
No, I'm pretty sure this Ortega Rodriguez fight is lightweight, and Ortega fought Volkanovski, but I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Let's see what Volkanovski is. He is the current featherweight division. Oh wait, yeah, he competes in the featherweight. Yep, he's a featherweight champion.
So then lightweight would be what, one up of that?
I thought lightweight was right below. Isn't lightweight like
featherweight is the lowest, I believe.
Oh wait, no, because I'm thinking of like heavyweight.
Yeah, it goes heavyweight, light heavyweight, middleweight,
like and welterweight.
Welterweight is somewhere in there. I mean, featherweight, I just think, it's got to be the bottom because you're as light as a feather. I think that's kind of the name of it. But I don't know.
Well, now I want to know. Let's look. That's athlete rankings. Oh, there we go. Look, here we go. I got all the I got the champions here. Lightweight. Why does it say that there's no champion? Isn't that Oh wait, that's what. Yeah.
Who's the number one ranked contender?
Oliveira. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember he got stripped.
Yeah, very
stupid. Welterweight is Usman. Middleweight is Adesanya. Light heavyweight is the dude with I can't remember. I don't know how to say his Yuri.
Yuri Prohaska.
Yeah, Prohaska. Ngannou is heavyweight. Feather or flyweight is Figueroa. Sterling is bantamweight, and then Volkanovski's featherweight. There we go.
I think it says Figueiredo's a champion
It does say that.
because I thought it got vacant because of his injury, and Kai Kara France and Brandon Moreno were fighting for the interim.
It does say that he's a champion on their website.
Well, actually, he still would be champion. He's not stripped of the belt. He's just
Then Esperanza's the strawweight. Shevchenko's flyweight. Pena is bantamweight. And featherweight is Amanda Nunes, which says that there's also no contenders in featherweight.
Yeah, no, I think that was the only fight that's ever happened. Is Nunes when she won that.
That's interesting. I thought that like featherweight was like an actual division for them. I guess not. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, listen, I'd love to give you a prediction. I'll leave it to you because I literally don't know.
Yeah, Yair Rodriguez is the number 4th ranked featherweight or lightweight, whichever, I don't know. But his last fight was against Max Holloway, and Max Holloway beat him in 5 rounds. But that was, I mean, it's kind of tough to compare these fighters because Max Holloway, like Volkanovski's just on a whole nother level. It's not really fair to compare these guys to him. But Max Holloway won that fight pretty handily against Rodriguez. And Brian Ortega, obviously he came as close as a human being can to becoming champion in his last fight against Volkanovski. That guillotine's always just going to be like, how did Volkanovski survive that? But yeah, he's number 2 ranked. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen here because if Volkanovski obviously has a choice, he can go up and go and fight Oliveira or whatever. But he's already beaten Ortega. So if Ortega's number 2, Max Holloway just lost for the 3rd time. If Ortega wins this, are they going to give him another shot? If Rodriguez wins it, are they going to give him a shot? Because Josh Emmett, who just beat, I forget his name. He's got Max Holloway pieced up pretty bad. But if Rodriguez wins, is he going to fight Emmett? Is he just going to get a title shot? The division's in a very weird spot, but this fight should be pretty good. I'm going to go with Ortega, though. I just think his grappling against guys that aren't Volkanovski has been, paving his way throughout the UFC and putting him in a position to be the number 2 contender. Wouldn't be shocked, though. Rodriguez is very good and stand up solid in the ground game, too, but I'm going with Ortega.
Why not? Why not? So we'll see. We'll find out. Listen, I'd love to give you some insight. But like I said, I'm not going to sit here and talk about, I'm not going to talk out of my ass, as some would say. So, no ball sack sports here.
When is the next? I can't believe ESPN fell for that, bro.
Bro, I don't know. But here's my thing, too. I don't know why everybody's only clowning ESPN. Because
so many people have fallen for him.
No, not even that. It was literally a topic on FS1, too, with Skip and Shannon.
Really? They got them, too? Damn.
Yes, because I literally saw a clip today of, because that was the quote about him saying he would cook Jordan one-on-one.
Yeah, said Jordan wasn't a superstar in this.
There was literally a clip today that people were laughing about that they thought was super funny. That Skip Bayless was like, yeah, maybe you could cook for Jordan, not cook him.
Damn.
So they fell for it too. So I don't understand why only ESPN's getting clowned. I find it weird.
It's getting to the point, man. Everybody's just believing everything they see on the internet. Even these major corporations, dude. That's crazy.
See, I thought it was real because I didn't see the Ball Sack Sports version.
I didn't either. I just saw everyone else get got.
I saw a John Moran picture with it looked like an actual ESPN quote thing from an interview. So I saw that. I never saw their version because whenever I see I can usually tell when something's fake because I look at the source where it comes from, and the minute I see their name, I'm like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's this Twitter called New York Porch Sports instead of the New York Times or whatever, and they always come up with fake Yankee stuff. It'll be Aaron Judge says he hates children that come up and ask for autographs, and I always see that. I'm like, oh my God, people are going to fall for this one.
Yeah.
And like every single time, I can't believe somebody like that would say something like that. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, you guys are so stupid. Like, it hurts. But I never saw their version of that quote, which is why, like, when people were making fun of everything, I was like, oh, I didn't even know it came from them.
Yeah, I didn't either. I had no
So I
clue.
did think it was real for a little bit, but I never retweeted it or said anything about it. So I don't look dumb anymore. Let's go to the NBA Summer League. Josh, I know that obviously, you know, well, our Thunder boys are out there. Got Chet Giddy's out there. You know, what do you have like did he have like a triple double?
I think he's had 2 triple doubles in 4 games.
Man's an animal.
Great.
Nice little dunk stare down with Giddy.
Yeah, that poster was nasty. But I mean, this Thunder just basically our starters with it's like our roster without Shea and Derek Favors. Like that's who's playing for us right now. It's everybody. Like all of our main rotation guys, Trey Mann, all the rookies. But I've been really impressed with our rookie so far. Chet, obviously, that first game he looked really nice. He's been doing really well defensively, shooting the ball well. But Jalen Williams, our 12th pick, J Dub, because we have 2 Jalen Williams now. So J Dub, who was the 12th pick, and then Jay Will was our 2nd round pick. They did that, and they did the Spider-Man meme, which was cool.
I did see that. I did see that.
But yeah, he's playing really well. I imagine him getting serious minutes like early. He might even be a starter, just depending on how Baisley's looking during camp and early in the season. But he's doing everything, getting rebounds, playing great defense too. And then Usman Jang, our rookie from overseas, his jumper just like when you watch him play, like he's not shooting lights out right now or anything. He's not playing amazing, but just watching him play, you're like, yeah, he's got it all. His jumper looks so nice. He's got a smooth handle. He's like 6'9", 6'10"-ish. Like he looks really nice with it. So I've been impressed with all of our rookies so far. Have you watched any of the Thunder games at all?
I have slightly, not really. As I've said, I don't know why, but basketball's kind of fallen out of my wheelhouse. So I've tuned in just a little bit because I was intrigued by Chet. We kind of flip-flopped at the end of the year, or towards the draft, I should say, where you kind of started to like him, and I was kind of more like, I'm not sure how to feel. And I still think I'm there. Like, I mean, listen, I that's the other thing. I don't want to go as far as that, like that anonymous, NBA agent or whatever, or whoever the hell he was, GM. Which, by the way, I feel like it should be the opposite, and people are going to think I'm stupid for this, which is fine. If you say something nice, I think you should stay anonymous. But if you're literally going to sit here and call people out and say that they're going to that's put your name to that? Like, that's so bitch made to me.
Yeah, for real.
Like, if you're going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, this player isn't going to be able to do this, isn't going to be able to do that because, he's built like a toothpick, basically. Mm-hmm. Like, how can you not put your name behind that?
Yeah.
Because if I'm Chet, bro, I'm telling you, I'm going out of my way to figure out who said that.
Yeah. No,
I mean, you probably never would because, reporters are actually good at their jobs. We don't give them enough credit. We usually just like to shit on them. But, they'll never give up their source or anything of that nature, of course. But, like, what was his quote that, like, he was settling for those threes and, it was just it was only because
like about
he couldn't get down to the paint. Yeah.
Yeah, it was something like he has to settle for the threes because he can't do like other things, something like that. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I kind of get what you're saying. Like the nice things should be anonymous because I feel like, if a Clippers executive is like the Lakers have it all to win this season, I wouldn't want that coming out either because then, like my bosses or coworkers are going to be like, dude, we hate the Lakers. Like, why are you saying that? But then if you are saying
NBA assistant coach.
Yeah, that's so like if you're already going to put it out there, like
he's obviously an excellent shooter skill, but he is so physically weak. He can't get by his defender, and he realized that early and settled for those threes the rest of the game. He's so thin in his hips and legs that he makes Poku look like he has thick legs. I don't think he'll ever fill out. He has a long way to go.
Yeah, it's almost like he just didn't watch at all. He just saw a couple plays, and then a lot of people are coming at Chet. Obviously, he's skinny. We get that. He's not bulky or anything. And then they're watching Kenneth Lofton, who's big baby Davis, just backing him down in the paint. Like, yeah, that's gonna happen, but he's not gonna be guarding Joel Embiid and Jokic. Like, that's not gonna be him right away. He's a rookie. He's not gonna be tasked with that because he's not built for that. But he plays defense. He holds his own. He can even back down guys. And he's been doing it throughout the summer league. But, I mean, the assistant coaches, whoever they are, I agree. That's bitch made. If you're going to say some shit like that, just go ahead and own it.
Like, it's not even that. Like, the other thing that annoys me is, like, I understand the viewpoint in a way because it's like he's kind of like Aaron Judge in baseball, right? Like, a lot of people doubt, like, what he's going to be coming up, because nobody's ever seen somebody his size in baseball. Like, the closest comparison.
How tall is he? Like 6'10" or something?
I think he's like 6'7", but he's like 285.
Yeah, he's huge, bro.
Like Darryl Strawberry, right? Darryl Strawberry is like the thing that people try and compare him to because Darryl Strawberry was like 6'6", 6'7", something of that nature. But he was like 190. Mm-hmm. So it's not like, like Judge has 100 pounds on the closest guy that they can ever compare him to. So, obviously, how are his knees going to hold up in this? And I feel like that's what they're doing to Chet. Like, listen, all because somebody is the first of something is not all of a sudden, and they don't look like everybody else means that they're not going to be decent.
But that's also what really annoys me is we've seen it. Giannis was as scrawny as Chet is right now when he came into the league. And
not even that. Not even. Did KD ever fill out?
Right. Like
KD's ankles still are literally look like a wrench. It's crazy. KD has never filled out a day in his life. KD's probably still 95 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah, like if Chet's main game was like backing down people in the post, like he needs a mismatch to do something, then I get it. But he can take it from the top of the key, like you're saying, like KD. Like he doesn't need to fill out because his game doesn't require that for him to be successful. Like it doesn't have to happen that way. For guys like Giannis, they had to because early on, like Giannis, the way his career has gone, he's not a shooter. He's a guy who's going to run at you and go to the hoop. So it required putting on all that muscle. And Chet can do that because we've seen it.
It's a different, listen, here. And maybe it's because, it's all old people probably saying things. And they're going, to their era. We can get into the era conversation a little bit. Yes, I'll totally 100% agree with you that if this was the 80s and 90s, I wouldn't have drafted Chet if he was the last player on the board. I wouldn't have drafted him because, what, you're going to go put Chet up against Shaq?
Yeah.
You're like, okay, bro. You might as well literally just put the man in a coffin now. But the NBA is built on guard play now.
Mm-hmm.
It is not, back to the basket stuff anymore. That's not what it is. Yeah. So he's not going up against, like I just said, Shaq every night. And then, maybe the next day it's David Robinson. And then all of a sudden he's going up against, Yao Ming. Mm-hmm. Like these giant, beastie-ass, grown-ass men. It's like Cat.
Like the biggest guys he's going up against are Joel and Jokic. Like that's
Joel Jokic. I mean,
and he won't be guarding them full time. Like it's just not going to work. Like it's just stupid. It's not going to work that way. The only reason people are going crazy about it is because literally Kenneth Lofton for 3 straight possessions caught the ball on the 3-point line. At the 3-point line, put his back to Chet and just backed him down from outside the arc. Like literally, like exactly the one way you can score on him if you have a size advantage. And it worked all 3 times, but it's not like Chet didn't hold his own. He blocked him twice later that game when he tried to do it. So it's just annoying people trying to think that, like, just watching the good things Chet does, and they're like, yeah, but he's skinny. Like, okay.
And then also, here's my other thing. like I just said, today's game is built on guard play. So what? You think that all of a sudden a team that only shoots threes, which is at basically every team in the NBA now, is all of a sudden going to be playing the Thunder and be like, you know what? Everybody just back to the basket from the 3-point line when he got up against Chet. Everybody do it. We're only scoring twos tonight, boys. Just drive to the basket.
Yeah.
Like, that's not going to happen.
No.
And if it does, then yeah, the Thunder got a real big problem.
Right.
If all of a sudden the NBA goes back to the basket and, you know, big men down low, like the Timberwolves basically traded for Rudy Gobert so they can put Cat at power forward and let him shoot.
Mm-hmm. Like
he's supposed to be a center, and they traded for a center so he can shoot more. Like, that's the era that we're in. So yeah, are they gonna have? Is he going to struggle against people like Embiid and Jokic and Giannis and some of these, you know, strong ass people?
Mm-hmm.
LeBron probably gonna posterize him and then, you know, step on him like an ant.
And it's crazy that like when they bring up how small Chet is, they're like, imagine what Embiid is gonna do to him. What do you mean? He averaged 30 last year. He did it to everybody. Chet is just gonna be like, I mean, he did it to Gobert. He did it to all these great big defenders. Like, they act like Chet's gonna be different. Like, no, they already do that to players. It's so annoying. And he's gonna be picking and popping. He can switch out on the guards. Like, it's not like he's slow feet and can't move. Like, it's crazy.
It's not Kwame Brown.
Yeah, he can move. He's got athleticism. He's like Kevin Durant as coming in as a prospect. Like, he's this freak of nature that can do everything. Like, what do you?
Yeah, you blow by him. He has a 95-inch arm.
Yeah, like he's gonna pin that shit off the glass from halfway inside the free throw line. Like it's
like who was Foster's Home for Imaginary Kids?
The orange guy. What's his name?
No, the basketball player, the tall red dude.
I thought he was orange. No, he is red. He is red.
He is red.
Yeah, he is red. He got the high socks too. I can't remember his name. Man, that show was good.
I feel like it was Will.
Will?
I feel like it was.
Wally?
I don't know. Good guesses, though. Good guesses. I'm going to look it up, but we'll move on from that because apparently the asking price for KD is too much. That's what some teams around the NBA are saying. Like I said, if I was the Nets, I'd tell them to go kick rocks for the next 4 years. But we don't live in that world. So, Josh, what do you think a realistic KD trade package is?
Yeah, well, they asked for Cat, Anthony Edwards, and 5 first-round picks.
Yeah. It was Will. You're right.
It was?
It was Will. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't say Will. I said Wally.
Oh, you said Wall. Okay. But it was Will.
Okay. That's a good name for a basketball player, I guess.
You remember Coco? Coco was a crackhead.
Coco was wild, bro. Was he the... No, he wasn't the...
Coco was the one that looked like a palm tree.
What was the one... I think it might have just been for like an episode or two that he was on it, but he said, I like cheese. He kept saying that. It was,
oh my God. I know exactly.
What was that guy's name?
I'm going to look it up.
Scaring.
No, I think it's... No, his name was Cheese.
It was Cheese? He did. He
kind of looks like a sperm, honestly.
Yeah, he does. He looks weird. He was freaking.
What a show that was. So underrated.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
But, Cat, Ant, and 5 picks at that point as the Timberwolves. Like, would you rather have Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert, and your 5 future firsts, or KD, D'Lo, Gobert, nothing else? Like, I'm sticking with Cat and Ant at that point. Like,
yeah, that like I said, I think a KD trade package has to be massive because of how good he is. But if anybody ever made a trade like that, I would call him in the absolute idiot of the century. Yeah. Why would if you asked for Cat And if you said Cat, D'Lo, and the 5 picks, I would have thought about it.
That might be the biggest turnaround. Like if they were to end up like the Timberwolves were to end up with Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant, and Rudy Gobert, that'd be insane. If that we're clouding them for getting 2 centers, but they flipped their other center for Kevin Durant.
Listen, I would think about doing that trade if I was both teams. I really would.
Yeah, but I mean,
and
yeah,
no, I'm good, bro. Never, in fact, probably never been better.
Because Ant just got a haircut too, so he's got the Michael Jordan looks, which means the league is done for already.
Does he? I didn't see this haircut.
Yeah, he got a fresh cut. Now he just looks. He's just Michael Jordan now.
Really, I was a fan of his hair. I liked his hair.
I mean, I think it's a little bit bigger than how Jordan had it, but he did cut it. But I was just surprised at all that the Timberwolves even went into conversations with them after they gave up everything for Gobert. I don't know if this was before or after the Gobert trade. But if it was after, you don't got the assets for that. You just gave up 5 firsts for Gobert. You're gonna need about 8 for KD. I don't think.
I'm seeing the Anthony Edwards haircut now.
Yeah, he's just Michael Jordan now. That's just it. But other teams, because I think it's got to be a team that hasn't made moves, hasn't given up a lot of assets in a while, and kind of can afford to lose a few guys. I know the Suns have been the main team in that conversation, but if they're asking for Cat and Ant, I think they're probably going to want Devin Booker, which is
they said that was the only way a trade would happen with them.
Yeah, and I'm doing that if I'm Phoenix. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and I mean, if you're giving up Book, then you do a sign and trade with Ayton. That's 2 stars. I don't think you have to give up McCall at that point. I think you would find a way to trade though. I would much rather have a team of Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, Mikal Bridges, rather than what the Suns currently have and will get for 8. 100%. 100%. Because I don't think they can win a championship with that team right now. I think KD puts you in a conversation where, we can win it all right.
Yeah, but who's their center? JaVale?
Nah, JaVale's in Dallas now, so I don't know. That's the thing. They'll have to make moves. I think any team that gets KD is gonna lose a position heavily. Let's say it's Memphis. Let's say Memphis makes the move. You give up Jaren Jackson, probably Dylan Brooks, maybe Desmond Bane. I mean, if you're giving up, you're losing at least 2 to 3 starters.
See, but I still feel like I would do that more. Maybe. I think I would do that, though, because at least I still have Ja and KD.
Right, but you have Chris Paul and KD in Phoenix.
I know.
Obviously,
I know Chris Paul's very good. I do know this, but
Father Time's catching up. Father Time is.
I feel like a KD and Chris Paul team can't do it.
Maybe. Who knows? I don't know, but I think I don't even think Memphis is really at the top of the list of if I'm the Nets. This is the offer I'm entertaining.
No, I just meant that as the example, of course.
Right. The only 3 teams I think that are really have a chance to pull this off and both sides are happy about it is obviously Phoenix with getting Book and Ayton, and then you get KD. I think Miami giving up guys like Tyler Hero. Would you part ways with Bam if it meant bringing KD to Miami? Yeah, a lot of people
think about it. By the way,
a lot of people on Twitter are saying no, Bam is going to be.
I would pack Bam's bags for him.
Yeah. He can
Jimmy
go.
Butler and KD, bro.
It is not hard to get free agents to come to Miami either.
No,
it is not hard to get guys to go there. So
I would pack his bags for him.
Yeah.
KD's a walking 30, and did we see what Jimmy Butler does in the playoffs?
Yeah.
This man, bro, like I said, if there was a playoff game to decide my life, I'm putting Jimmy Butler of current NBA players on the team.
Yeah, if I had to put 5 out there.
He might not start. He might not start.
I think he might start. If I'm putting 5 guys out there, playoff game, need to win, I think Jimmy's on the court for me, bro.
All right, you got to win a game to save your life right now of current NBA players. I'm going Steph. Okay. Now, do we have to stick to positions?
If I'm saving my life, hell no. This is my life on the line. No, I'm not
All
going.
right, then
I'm
now
going
I'm putting
positionless.
Jimmy at the 2.
Okay.
I'm putting Bron at the 3, KD at the 4, and Giannis at the 5, and I'm good. I'm skipping around. I'm not even worried about my life anymore.
I'm probably. I need Luka out there. I need Luka, and then I'll probably go Luka at the 1, and I'd honestly move Steph to the 2. I'm going smaller, but I'm going small ball. Yeah, I'm going Luka, Steph, Jimmy, LeBron, and Giannis. That'd be my 5 out there.
I mean, hey, I think we're both would be safe,
Yeah,
and I understand what you mean with the small ball.
we're just running, bro. We're running. Like Luka's getting 10 assists just off of outlet passes.
Because, like, realistically, I have 2 point guards.
Right.
I
mean, Luka and
yeah,
Steph.
I got Steph and Bron.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll listen. If for my life, that means there's no rules. Anybody comes to the paint, Giannis, punch him in the throat.
Yeah, just big man.
Like, I mean, come on, what are we talking about here?
But for Miami, that package would be most likely like I don't know if the Nets would even be interested in Kyle Lowry. They might have to be to make the money work. But it'd be mainly, Bam, Tyler Hero. Duncan Robinson actually can make the money work. And I think they'd probably be more interested in him than older Kyrie. And then, maybe younger guys like Max Strus, and then some picks. And I think you're okay with that if you're Miami because you still have Jimmy Butler. You might still have Kyle Lowry, and you get KD. And then like we said, nobody is not wanting to go play for Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Like people want to do
no
that.
state income tax.
Yeah, and it's
you have to be in Miami.
Yeah,
like
that's and at that point Kevin Durant is there, so another bonus. But the only other team I think it's a long shot anything like this happens because I do think if this team offered the best package, KD would be like, you know what, just keep me in Brooklyn. I think Toronto has a very, very interesting trade package. I mean, they got about 106-8 crazy athletic freaks on that roster. I think the only untouchable, if I'm Toronto, is Scotty Barnes. I think he's the only guy where I'm like,
pretty sure that's what they wanted to start with.
Yeah. So I'd be like, hey, take Pascal and take Freddie. Like that can be the starting package, just not Scotty. And then I'd be very happy with the roster of Gary Trent Jr., Kevin Durant, and Scotty Barnes. And then, OG Anunoby too, Chris Boucher. I mean, they got a deep roster to where I think they can make the moves for. So I think those teams, the Bulls maybe, but I don't see the Nets being too interested in a guy like Vucevic or even DeMar.
Yeah, if you're the Clippers, do you just say bye to Paul George?
Ooh, nah. I mean,
they don't have they don't have enough draft picks because we have all of them.
Right. And they got that didn't happen last week. John Wall to the Clippers. Did we talk about that at all? Was that last week?
I feel like it was, but I also feel like we didn't talk about it because we talked about the KD stuff.
Well, I don't think we talked about it, but John Wall and the Clippers, I love that. John Wall is one of my favorite players ever. Like ever, man. I had the jersey shirt, I had a jersey hoodie, and I had 2 different colored jerseys.
Okay.
Like I loved it right when he got drafted, bro. That was my whole Christmas list. Was I need John Wall stuff. And then now he's fallen off or whatever people want to say. He's getting a bag, okay? He has played like 0 games in 2 years, made about 80 mil. So
yeah,
if you hate a bag, then you're just a hater, bro. But I think he's gonna shine with the Clippers, dude. He said it the other day. It might be Ballsack that said it because it didn't look like a real quote, but he said you're telling me the 3rd best defender gets to guard me. Like, yeah, John Wall is coming back, bro. Like, he is cooking. Healthy Kawhi.
Why did he just not play because he didn't want to play there, or the Rockets didn't want him to play?
didn't want him to play. They didn't want him to play. After Harden left, they wanted to use the young core out there, so they're like, yeah, you can just chill out. We'll pay you.
Bro, I would literally kill somebody for that to be my job.
Yeah, just like, hey, you know what? We're gonna give you your
40
guaranteed
mil
money.
and be like, yeah, please don't step on the court.
Yeah,
I'm begging you.
just get literally just chill out and you get 40 mil. Like, that's crazy. but I love him in LA. I think LA is my favorite to win it all next year.
LA's what?
The Clippers, they're my favorite to win it all next year.
Oh.
Just because there's one move. Just this one move does. Because they still got Reggie Jackson, too. They got Marcus Morris, too. I mean, they still got the same roster, can make moves. And Kawhi's going to be back. Paul George got them all the way.
I miss Kawhi playing, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, he's so good, too. So good. I mean,
I feel like Kawhi is going to be one of those players. And, like, it won't be to the extent of, like, Derrick Rose. But we're going to look back and be like, God, I wish he never got hurt.
I know. Too many injuries. I mean, he almost took out the Warriors back in 2016 when they won 73 games.
Bro, that man was on a mission.
He was something else, dude. Something
and then
else.
Zaza said, nope, not today, sir.
Yeah, I fucking hate Zaza, dude.
Don't. All the homies hate him. All the homies hate him.
I just their asking price is just too much at this point. Honestly, it's looking more likely your scenario where, like, hey, you can sit here for 4 years. I'm not trading you. You sign the contract. It's what it's looking like if they want Cat and an entire half decade of picks. Like that's a lot.
The Magic just shut down Paolo.
Really? Oh, what time is it?
They shut him down for the remainder of the summer league.
And that means
damn, he averaged 26 and 5.
I'm about to double down on the Thunder, whatever their spread is tonight, because I already took it when they were plus 1.5. No Paulo, beating them by 50.
It's easy money. No KD, you know what I mean? See what I did there? What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know.
Paulo,
I don't know.
Going back to summer league actually a little bit. Paulo, I think he definitely, even though it's just summer league, I think the Magic made the right choice taking Paolo. It just feels like he fits there more. I don't know why in college it didn't look like Paolo was as big as he is, but that man is huge. He is a tank. Oh God, here he is. But he's a beast, dude. I love him. Jabari's struggling a little bit in the summer league, but I mean, he's going to be a catch and shoot guy, knock down jumpers, get his buckets. He hasn't been shooting well in the summer league, but I don't think that's going to really do anything to him because, I mean, the whole entire season is going to be him and Jalen Green. Who gets 30 shots tonight, me or you? Who's taking them? But, yeah.
Yo, did you see that Richard Jefferson is going to referee a quarter?
Yeah. The Knicks game tonight, right?
Is it tonight?
I think the Knicks Blazers game, he's reffing.
That's so weird to me.
Yeah. Did you see his tweet about it?
Nah, I missed it. What did he say?
I expected him to, like, clown it a little bit, like, because that's what Richard Jefferson's always been doing on TV. He's just clowning people. But he was like, I'm doing this for my knowledge of the game and for my love of the game, some shit like that. And I'm like, dude, I thought this was just funny. Like, Richard Jefferson's the ref.
I mean, hey, man, maybe he's trying to make himself a better announcer, you know? So he can be in the mind of a referee when they make those calls and he doesn't understand it. He can be like, no, trust me. I was in those situations. Bro, you already know. I see, that was the other thing, though. Like, this is kind of a fun thing, like, if you look at it in reality. And, like, it's the summer league. And there's people like, why is he doing this? Like, this can mess with the kid's chance to make a roster if he makes a bad call. I'm like, bro, can people not have fun at all? Like, I was watching the Yankee game last night, which I'm not even going to discuss. It was a disgusting outcome. But
that was a tough one, man.
Yeah, I know. I thought they had it all the way. But I was watching the K-Rod broadcast instead of, like, the regular one, which I find much more entertaining. Like, it's the, Manning cast version, but for baseball. I think baseball, by the way, is a way better sport to have something like that for, because football, like, bro, I only get 17 games a year. I'm trying to pay attention. I'm trying to hear what's going on. And I'm trying to actually see the game. Like, baseball, you can put them in the top left corner, and you're literally not blocking anything.
Yeah, no, that's how I've been doing it mostly. I'll have it, like, I'll either have it on my TV over there just to sound off on the side and just keep an eye on it or something, or I just have it on
like
my
baseball, they just put them up by the scoreboard. You're not missing anything because you obviously know where the pitcher and the batter are, and then when the ball's hit, they follow the ball. But, like, you put the Mannings up, I feel like you're missing 90% of the screen.
Yeah.
And you have to, like, actually pay attention to, where receivers are lining up and things like that. But anyway, I was watching it. Now I don't even – where the hell was I going with this? Why did we just start talking about this?
Richard Jefferson. And people being mad about it.
Oh, yes. They had Billy Crystal on, like the first 3 innings. This man, Billy Crystal, took an at-bat, a legitimate at-bat in spring training. Like, a literal at-bat. Why didn't? Oh, well, that pitcher got a strikeout. He wasted pitches on Billy Crystal. Nobody was saying that. Right. Nobody was saying that. Why we got to do that?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Richard Jefferson's trying to have some fun. Whatever. Josh, let's go on. Let's go to our little break here, huh? Why don't we? The first thing being, I assume, did I watch Stranger Things? Because you are a Stranger Things fan, right?
Yes, I didn't know if you watched it.
No, I didn't.
Connie, you never have watched it?
I've never seen them. I've literally never even seen a scene from it.
Oh my god, Connie.
Which, by the way, I also is 11 Millie Bobby Brown.
Yes.
The fact that Millie Bobby Brown looks like that in the show,
yeah,
compared to what she actually looks like, is astonishing. I literally didn't know it was the same person. I don't know if she's. Listen, I don't know what 11 looks like. I've only ever seen that clip of her with like a bloody nose and a shaved head.
That's her.
That's what she looks like all the time in the show?
No, the first season, yeah. And then throughout the second and third season, her hair grows a little bit to right here. But during this last season, it was shaved again. No, but she didn't actually shave it, obviously. She just wore a wig this time.
No, of course.
But the first time, in the first season, she actually did shave it.
Because, let me tell you something. Millie Bobby Brown, that'll do.
That show, though, man, that finale, the last 2 episodes, which I really didn't like the concept of it at first. They released 7 episodes, and then the 8th episode was an hour and a half, 2.5. I didn't mind it, actually, after it was all done. It was kind of nice. It was like 2 movies. I watched the 7th episode Saturday, watched the last episode Sunday. It was nice. I liked it. But man,
the only time I've ever experienced anything like that was when I watched Breaking Bad on Netflix and they hadn't released the final season yet all the way.
Yeah.
And then I had to wait 3 months because I didn't know. But I don't know.
It's not on here too, but The Boys season finale was Friday. God, so good, dude.
I got to get into that as well.
So good.
Is that the first season of the show?
No, this is the end of season 3, I believe.
Oh God.
Season 3. But
why have I never heard of this show until now, though?
I don't know, dude.
Are the first 2 seasons bad?
Hell no.
Because this year is when I've heard about it.
I don't know why
I've never heard about it until now.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not too popular. I only started watching it because I got Amazon Prime. I was just looking at shows on there and just started watching it. I don't know why it's not talked about more. This guy Homelander is he's Donald Trump, dude. It is insane. You gotta watch it, dude. It is so good, so good.
I got too many. Listen, now I gotta watch The Boys. I gotta watch Stranger Things. Got a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, it's weird. You've seen all the Sopranos. You watch Breaking Bad, but Stranger Things just never crossed.
It never. Well, you see, here's my thing. When it originally came out, I thought it was like a horror show.
When it first came out, I didn't watch it either. I thought it was weird. I thought it looked
not even that it was. I thought it was supposed to be like a horror TV show.
Really?
And I hate horror movies. I think they're stupid.
Yeah, I'm not there are some random times where I'll be like, you know what?
The best horror movie I've ever seen is The Conjuring.
Yeah, dude, that's scary. I saw that in theater. Scared the shit.
No, that movie is scary as hell. But actually good. I hate the typical bro. When people used to rave about Paranormal Activity, yeah. I was like, I don't understand. I was like, I just simply don't understand.
Yeah, that was
because you never even saw anything. It was like cabinets opening.
Yeah, I did actually. I've seen the Paranormal Activity. Actually, another thing about it, I've seen a lot more scary and horror movies than I not being
I truly haven't watched I can I've seen Woman in Black. That was a scary movie too. That was pretty good.
Have you
The
seen
Conjuring.
what's it? Insidious? Have you seen any of those movies?
I have seen Insidious. I only saw the original one. I never saw any of the other ones.
Yeah, that movie's scary. Very scary.
But
Thunder Only Mine is 4.5 right now.
throw the house on them.
So I'm
Got
thinking.
the whole bank account. Be a man, Josh.
I'm thinking about it. But I'm also thinking about throwing Dallas in there because Utah's summer league team is that team is bad.
Next few years they won't be with all those draft picks they got.
Yeah, that summer league team.
Gilbert.
Bruno Caboclo. Do you know who Bruno Caboclo is?
No, but what a name.
In like 2014, he got drafted, and he was like a later round pick, and it's so funny because he's been like traded to a different team almost every year, and they think they can finally develop him, and he's just never developed. So people always joke he's like 1 year away from being 1 year away. Like he's so close. He's getting there. He's on the Jazz summer league team. He's like 28, 29 now. He can hoop, but it's just like funny. People are always like, if he puts it together, like
if he puts it together this year, he's an animal.
Yeah, like if he figures it out 1 year from now, it's just always so funny. Shout out Bruno Caboclo.
Anyway, you saw Thor. I have not.
I did.
Haven't seen. I actually wanted to go Thursday, but I couldn't because I had a show, obviously, Backstop Banter, and nobody could go with me early enough. And then Friday, obviously, I left for the bachelor party, so I haven't had a chance to see it yet. I'm hoping to go this week, but how was it, Josh? I did see you tweet 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10. It was so funny. It's hilarious. I mean, Christian Bale absolutely kills it as Gore. But my only problem with it is just too short.
Like, yeah, I saw that when I looked it up. It's like what is it? Like an hour and 52 or something?
Yeah, it's just too short. It's good, and I think it's almost like if it just had like another like 30 minutes, like just another 30 minutes of establishing Gore. Well, not even establishing Gore. They establish him really well at the beginning of the movie. Like they give you everything you need to know about him, and I just wish more scenes of him, more scenes of Jane Foster becoming Thor, like just more. But it was very funny, very good. The post-credit scenes, meh.
Okay.
I mean, the first one excites me, and I don't want to give anything away, even though it's not really anything. The second one sucks, and I can't talk about that one, but it sucks. But the first one, actually, this isn't even giving anything away. Have you ever watched Ted Lasso?
I haven't.
Oh, God, then you're not even going to really get hyped. Well, you'll get hyped about it just because it's cool at the end. But Roy Kent, man. Roy Kent. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But overall, the movie, it's hard to talk about it when you haven't seen it because I can't give anything away. I like it a lot. I just like it a lot. It's not, if you like serious movies, though, like Twitter people are so mad about it. Like, oh, they picked that one shot of the kid's head.
Yeah, I saw that. That
was on screen for like 10 seconds. Yeah, like the rest of the CGI in that movie is so good. So many beautiful shots. The score of the whole movie, the track list, so many good songs in there. Perfect timing. I mean, it's just, God, there's so many funny parts. You need to hurry up and see it, honey. If we don't get to talk about it next Monday, I'm going to be furious.
Furious, he says. Wow.
Furious.
Maybe I'll just wait for it to come out on Disney Plus then.
I'll be mad. I'll be very mad.
You know what I don't understand, though? That, like, you say that, like, the people who wanted to be serious are upset about it. We got 2 serious Thor movies, and they sucked.
Yeah.
Well,
some people are even saying now, like, people are starting to say they actually like Dark World now. Like, because of this movie.
No,
they're like, actually, this movie makes Dark World look good.
No,
like,
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it.
It doesn't.
Because I didn't even have a problem with either of the first 2 Thor movies.
The Dark World one I kind of did a little bit.
Which
I
one
mean,
is that?
the opening, that's the one with the really dope opening scene where they're
Yeah,
fighting
that
the
opening
Dark
scene is
Elves.
fire.
Yeah,
Where he just
it's pretty
bodies all of
good.
them.
Very good fight scenes throughout that movie, but just, I mean, I don't know.
I don't
That
remember
movie
what
just
the
goes all
story was though.
The storyline is the ether, like the red. It's a stone. It's an Infinity Stone, but it's like all like liquidish and stuff, and it goes inside of Jane, Thor's girlfriend, and then they got to get it out of her.
Oh
The Dark
yeah.
Elves come, the Malekith guy, and then they
Okay.
sneak in, kill Thor's mom, and
Yeah.
then they get Loki too later on. But I mean, Loki never dies, so who knows?
He doesn't never die. You're right.
But a lot of people are also mad about something in the Thor movie, and this isn't a spoiler because, I mean, who cares? Like, Korg is gay,
I did see that.
but technically he's not gay because their species is all male, so he can't really not be gay.
Exactly. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, people are all mad about that, and they're like, "Why do they have to do that?" It's like he's got boyfriends, so what? Get over it. Like, and his boyfriend's name is Dwayne O'Brox. Dwayne made O'Brox. That's too funny. So many little things in this movie.
People like to get annoyed about anything.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. We'll move on from there. Maybe I'll hopefully see it this week. But something that happened that I wish we were on air for, I really do, is that Josh has a new quarterback, people. Josh has a new QB, and it is Baker freaking Mayfield. Josh, also, I think the new strategy is I'm just going to bombard everybody with tweets. Because if I go over to the Generational Sports Twitter account, which everybody should be following anyway, at Gen Z Sports, I believe I put out a poll. 475 votes on it we got, Josh. Will Baker be the starter for the Panthers week 1? 88% said yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably never pick the Panthers to win another game under Matt Rule if Sam Darnold takes the first snap of week 1 against Cleveland. Yeah, I'd probably never. I know they're saying it's going to be a quarterback competition.
No way.
But why did you go get Baker? Like it was shocking of me to see he took a $3.5 million pay cut, and the Browns are taking on $10 million. So we're only paying him $5 million, and it only cost a 5th round pick. So I mean, I guess from a value standpoint, like you don't have to start him because you didn't give up too much. You're not paying him a lot. Actually, paying Sam $13 million more than we're paying Baker. But it's pretty obvious you brought him in here because he's the only one in the quarterback room. And also very interesting quarterback room now. You know, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Matt Corral, and I believe PJ Walker might still be on the roster.
Go get Josh Rosen.
Yeah, like let's just get that 2018 draft class, you know? Like who cares? Let's get all the bad quarterbacks from there. Sounds like a great time, but except for Baker, because I think Baker puts us in a very interesting situation. I'm not saying I'm going back to picking the Panthers every week just because I say I will. I truly might believe we win every game every week this season. Like it just might be that way. I can't guarantee it will happen. I can't guarantee it won't. But I like this team a lot now. I like Baker in Carolina. I love it. So it's going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's definitely not bad. Like, I thought that this was gonna be. I thought this was gonna happen a lot faster, but obviously I was wrong from the beginning. What's going on there, Vic? What's going on there, brother? Always with the nicknames, I love it.
Yeah.
Joshy B the Prophet.
I just want to know like how the process goes coming up.
Yeah, well, Vic, I need a process of how you come up with the nicknames each week. And are they? And I've noticed that they're different each show.
Yeah.
Because usually on Tuesdays when I'm with CJ, I get Tony. I get Tony Soprano.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen Vic comment on Thursdays with me and Michael for banter, but Vic, I need a process. But yeah, like I still think Baker's good, and I will say this until the end of Baker's career, that he should have just sat out last year when he got hurt, and none of this happens. I'm telling you, I truly, truly believe that, because I think if Baker sits out, the same thing happens with Watson. They would attempt to trade for him, but they wouldn't have gone all in like they did. I really don't think that they do, because you could look back and be like, oh, Baker just threw for like, I think the year before he threw for like 26 touchdowns and like 8 interceptions.
The only player to have more touchdowns through their first 2 seasons is Justin Herbert, who's had arguably the greatest first 2 seasons to start a career. Like he's been very good outside of last season.
And like Vic says here, honestly, a steal with only $5 million for a full price is damn near robbery. Like I said, I think if he sits out, the Browns try and trade for him. When he denies them, they're like, okay, never mind, we tried. Instead of saying, here's 200 whatever million guaranteed. And I think, and listen, is the team, I don't know, how's the O-line?
It's well, this is going to be an interesting thing this year because it's a new O-line. Our O-line was terrible last year. We went and got the Ravens center. We obviously drafted Icky. So now, but Taylor Moton was already our tackle. So now we got good tackles, a good offensive line. We got Bozeman and someone else. So like we've revamped the offensive line with guys who have actually played and actually are good, not just because one of them has the same name as Michael Jordan and he just started. And I think that's the only reason, because he said sacks happen. It's not my fault. Like, shut up, get off my roster. So it's revamped. It's revamped.
Because, like, obviously the Browns' offensive line might have been the best in football.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you can say that Baker struggled behind a great O-line. What's he going to do behind a bad one? But if you're looking at it in reality, the Browns' skill position players were not really that good.
Like, outside of Chubb and Hunt, no, they aren't that good.
Like, I mean, you had Jarvis, who, old man.
Mm-hmm.
Odell, it obviously just didn't work with Baker.
Like, Njoku was probably his best weapon throughout his time there, I'd say. I think Njoku was up there. And Rashard Higgins was their number 2 receiver for most of the time, and we signed him this offseason. He's going to be 4th on our depth chart, and he was a number 2 guy for
that's what I'm saying. Well, no, that's what is People Jones on that team? Is that who it is?
Oh, yeah, Donovan Peoples-Jones, yeah. But they didn't play him as much. He's very good.
Let's see. The process comes from the attitude you guys bring to the show. The variety in nicknames is simple wordplay and pop culture. All right. There you have it. That's the formula, people. But like Robbie Anderson, solid player.
DJ Moore is so good.
DJ Moore is very good.
So good. He's the only player in the NFL in the last 3 seasons that has had over 1,200 scrimmage yards. Only player, but he's never ranked in the top 15, and barely even in the top 20 most of the
time. What's his name? CMC, if he stays healthy, which obviously has been the caveat the last 2 seasons.
Terrence Marshall was good during the preseason. He was good in the reps he got last season. I mean, we've got weapons on the outsides. And
so, like, you can look at the Panthers and easily say that they're a better team, like, skill position-wise.
Before Sam Darnold just went crazy, we looked good early last season.
You guys were 4-0, weren't you?
Yeah, we were good. And then CMC went down, and Sam Darnold just lost all hope. And I don't think that'll be a situation with Baker. I think if CMC does go down again, I think Baker is not going to panic the same way Sam did when it's all on him.
Honestly, and this might be...
I don't think he needs the ball as much anymore with Baker there.
Well, I don't think we does either.
And I think with getting Deontay Foreman, too, to run the ball between the tackles, CMC doesn't have to have that workload.
And honestly, you might get the best version of Baker we've ever seen, too, because this might be his last shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of early if you think about it, because, I mean, Wentz is still getting starting opportunities. He's been in the league for, like 7 years or whatever. But, like, Baker wasn't great in his second year. He was pretty bad. Third year, fantastic. Make the playoffs, whatever. Last year, obviously, was not very good, but he has an injury. If he's bad this year, people might just be like, all right, Baker, like, we gave you a chance, but it's just not happening.
There's one thing that really does scare me is when you look at like our coaching staff and our front office. Matt Rule is a Sam Darnold guy. Bob McAdoo had Baker ranked as the seventh best quarterback in that draft class. And Scott Fitterer wanted Matt Corral, and so did Bob McAdoo, or Ben McAdoo. But so it's interesting because I think Fitterer made the right move. Why would you not give up a fifth-round pick for $5 million with Baker Mayfield? Like that's just a no-brainer. But I don't know. I just haven't heard. I don't even know if they've had. I don't think they've had a press conference or anything yet. It's going to be very interesting to see what Matt Rule says because swear to God, if that man says Sam Darnold is still our starter, I can't, man. Like,
well, here's how I look at it. I think going forward, Baker and Corral are the two quarterbacks that'll be on your roster long term. I think Sam's done after his contract is done. PJ Walker, like, yeah, okay, whatever, bro. So I think it'll be down to Corral and Baker probably next year. I think Sam is going to be on the team, obviously this entire year because I picked up his option. They don't really have a choice.
Before he even played a snap, too. Before he even played a snap.
I mean, bold strat. Just a bold strategy. So, I don't know, but I like it. Listen, maybe I'll end up being wrong about Baker. Is obviously very possible, but I just don't think he's as bad as he was last year. I just don't think he is.
No,
I think that shoulder, bro. He literally said he couldn't sleep,
and you could see it, like just watching him play. Like the dude should not have been on the field.
Like at one point, his injury was body.
Yeah, like just everything. Like
he had like he had two separate knee injuries. It was both knees, his lower back, his shoulder. Like he literally was hurt in every way possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, Baker Mayfield's career is over because how can you play that hurt?
Yeah.
We made a big deal. And listen, Brady's my guy. We made a big deal about Brady playing through a lacerated like thumb. He had the Band-Aid right here, whatever, from practice. We made the biggest deal about that. We were like, oh my gosh, is Brady going to be able to play through this? If we were making a big deal about that and then lauding him for playing through that thumb injury and winning that game, I believe it was against the Jags, with the 6 stitches, why do we not make a big deal or give Baker an excuse, if you want to look at it that way, for playing through what he played through?
Yeah. Yeah. I
mean, that's where I kind of say, like, bro, you got to keep the same energy.
And we can like obviously guys like Stefanski, Chubb, Myles Garrett, they all deserve credit for the Browns winning. But when Baker showed up, that team turned around. Like he's the only quarterback
in the NFL without a quarterback.
He's the only quarterback that has done anything for the Browns in so long.
That's what I'm saying.
So, like, he knows how to win. He's a good quarterback. That's all he's done since he came onto the scene is win games. Like, that's what he's done. So it's just crazy to me that people are going to let that 1 year where he not only had to deal with the entire fan base yelling at him, his own teammate, and his teammate's father putting out a tape about how he doesn't know how to throw the ball, dealing with all that, keeping his head down, playing through injury. Like, that just shows that he's committed to trying to take whatever team he's on to as far as he can. So I'm excited for it, dude. I was grinning ear to ear when I saw the news. Dude. I was just walking around the house so happy. I'm like, this is the best. And only for a fifth, like, that's just beautiful.
Listen, I would be happy too. I really would be. All right, we got one more thing to get to, but before we get to that, I want to do this because I'm kind of an asshole. And I have fun with these things. And I'm going to share the screen real quick, Josh. It's not even on the dock.
Yeah, I have no idea what is happening right now.
So I want to share this. Got the top 10 NFL quarterbacks according to executive coaches and players. Aaron Rodgers, number 1. Mahomes, number 2. Josh Allen, 3. Brady, 4. Burrow, 5. Stafford 6, Herbert 7, Russell Wilson 8, 9 is Deshaun Watson, and 10 is Dak.
That is such a shitty list. Like the top, I agree with a lot of the top. I think I'm, maybe order just a little bit flipped. No, actually, I agree with the top 4.
I'm still putting Josh Allen 1, but that's just me.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand if you have Allen, even Brady at 1, even Mahomes at 1. Like, I get all that. But those are the top 4. Burrow and Stafford, kind of hard to argue. They both just led their teams to a Super Bowl appearance. Stafford to a Super Bowl win. Herbert, hard to argue. That bottom 3, though.
You don't think Russell's up there, huh?
I mean, I know you're gonna say no, you'd have Russ, but I am taking Lamar Jackson over Russell Wilson.
That's exact, Josh. By the way,
and Deshaun Watson and Dak.
Josh, that's literally the only reason I brought this list up.
Yeah, because where would you? You don't
where's
want
Lamar?
Would you have him on there?
Lamar?
Would you like?
No,
you're not
said this though.
So are you agreeing that these are the 10 best, or is there you dropping Dak for Carr or someone?
Yeah, I would take Carr over Dak easy.
Yeah, I think I would too. But I'm not putting Deshaun Watson in there because dude hasn't played in so long. Like, we just don't know right now. I can't put him over guys like Carr and Lamar. I'd probably have Lamar 8, Russ 9, and then probably Derek Carr 10.
I could agree with that. I mean, I would put Russ above Lamar, but
yeah, so I think that's probably how I'd have it. I mean, not as bad of a. I mean, they usually are terrible with these lists, so this isn't as bad.
Well, also, listen, like I said, we'll be fair here. This is the execs, coaches, and players. So this isn't an ESPN list either.
Dang, so Lamar really getting disrespected like this.
So
I mean, I get the Cowboys' highest scoring offense last year. Dak threw it a lot, but they suck, dude. They suck. And Lamar's on the Cowboys. Do you think they're a better team?
I don't know, because I think Lamar's deficiency is throwing, and
I feel like their offense would not be obviously what it is right now. With the way Dak throws the ball. Like, Dak's not bad or anything. Like, he's probably 12-ish. Well, I don't even. Who's the late cutoff? Because right here it's Lamar.
I think the honorable mentions were Derek Carr, Lamar, and Kyler Murray.
Yeah. I don't know. Dak's a hard one to judge, man. He's a tough one to judge.
I'm not a Dak fan. We all know this, though.
He's so talented, but it's tough playing for those Cowboys, dude.
It's tough watching, not understand clock management.
Yeah, because he calls the plays, right?
No. All right, Josh.
OC Dak Prescott.
Listen.
Player/coach.
Josh, if you are on a basketball team, which you were, I believe.
Yeah, I played basketball a little bit.
And your coach draws up a play, and there's only 10 seconds left in the game. Aren't you also, peeking up at the scoreboard to see how much time's up for?
This actually reminds me of. Okay, yeah, and kind of exactly just how you started that. There was very small amount of time left on the clock, and Coach did draw up a play, and I was just setting the screen. That was my job.
Okay.
Coach's son was supposed to catch and shoot. Shout out Brayton. He was having a hell of a game, but I wanted my moment.
Oh, brother.
We're down by 2, and it's supposed to be like a dribble handoff, So I was supposed to catch the inbound dribble handoff, and then I think that dribble handoff and take like a sideways fadeaway 3 with still 5 seconds left. So it's not like this is the buzzer. Got to get a shot up. I get a dribble. Got a good look. I shot that, and it bricked so hard, and we lost. I did not care though. I thought that was going to be
now.
money.
But here's the important question. Was it an air ball?
No. Like it
Okay.
had a chance. It had a
Okay.
chance. Just
Because
was
if
off.
you airballed, I might have had to end the show and never do one with you again.
I was like at the top of the key, kinda a little bit left of the hoop, and I was fading left a little bit, so it just came off the back left of it. But not that bad.
Okay. At least it's
But like you were saying, I think it's different in football. It's a lot tougher for a quarterback to be like, yeah, I don't think this is the right move, unless you're 10-year vet or you're Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, and you know defenses and offenses like the back of your hand. Then you can do stuff like that. But I don't think Dak is on that level exactly. So
certainly not.
But I do get what you're saying. When your coach is like, "Hey, we got a little bit of time left. Let's run a QB sneak." Like I don't know if I'm exactly like, "Got it, coach. Let's get it." I don't know if that's the greatest idea ever, but they almost pulled it off. They were close. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it was not good.
I also just like Dak because I like seeing guys come back from terrible injuries too. I like seeing them being able to bounce back.
Shout out Alex Smith.
Yeah.
Still one of the most disgusting E60s I've ever watched.
I swear, dude, that was
Bro, his leg.
It was crazy.
Could vomit right now thinking about it.
Still, they haven't renamed that award yet, and it's annoying. Got to get that over with.
Have to. The Alex Smith Award. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Zach Wilson smashing moms.
Yes, sir.
Zach Wilson has now become the number one demon in the NFL. This man allegedly was with his girl. She said they apparently ended the relationship. She started dating his best friend. Somebody called her a homie hopper. She then said Zach was screwing his mom's best friend. So who's the real homie hopper? Then some dude from Barstool put that up. Zach Wilson DM'd him. Said, "Can you please take this down?"
Mm-hmm.
The dude said, "Yeah, I'll take it down, but it's not going to stop anything from spreading."
It's out there.
Then he takes down the tweet, was about to delete a TikTok that he made about the situation until he realized Zach Wilson unfollowed him. So he kept the TikTok up. And now we're just trying to figure out if the story is true. And
I'm just
asked about it.
I don't even.
New York media don't care. We're asking him about if it happened.
I don't care if he comes out and does a polygraph test. If all of his mother's friends come out and do a polygraph test and they all pass, I will always believe this happened because it just makes me like Zach Wilson even more. I was already a fan. I've said it multiple times on the show. I love Zach Wilson. Love Momma Jets. He's so good. This just makes me like. I think he might win MVP this year. Like I think he might just become the greatest quarterback of all time because how could you not? You've probably seen the memes on Twitter. Obviously, the one is actually of Homelander, and it's like Zach Wilson waking up and seeing the reaction to it because you think it'd be bad. Like a lot of people are like, oh, you can't do that. That's your mom's friend. But instead, everyone's like, fuck yeah, Zach Wilson got that dog in him.
Got the dog in him.
Just the best. But I mean, his homie, whoever that guy is, plays for the Commanders. He's bogus. Like that's bogus, man. You can't be doing that shit.
Dating his girl?
Yeah, because they're best friends.
Bro, he smashed his mother.
No, that's not who he smashed.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not his it's his mom's best friend, not his best friend's mom. No, it's not. Yes, it's his mom's best friend, not his best friend's mom.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I swear to God.
It is his mom's best friend. Go look at the comments she said.
I could have. Hold on.
It's not best friend's mom. That's not as cool. Mom's
best friend's mom is as.
Not as cool. Not as cool as your mom's friend. Like that's way cooler. Because that's so many other things that it could lead to. Like how many of mom's friends? Best friend's mom is just one option out there. And
I cannot find the comment now. Why can I not? Oh, here it is. Oh, no. Oh, yo, did you see the apparently the equipment manager
Yeah,
For the time?
I saw
It said, I don't know what's going to be a bigger joke, this relationship or your career.
Yeah. That's a team player right there. That's
Yo,
a team
where
player.
is the? Why can I not find the original thing now?
Just search Zach Wilson.
I did.
I don't think you did. I think you're lying.
I literally typed in Zach Wilson on Twitter, and everything is just memes. Zach Wilson hospitalized for having that dog in him. Zach Wilson being a BYU product makes this situation 10 times funnier. Bro, I literally can't find it.
I bet I find it before you, and I just started looking.
You probably will, and it'll piss me off.
Ah, man. I don't think I'll find it. I'm just getting the memes, too.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So now what?
I'm going to find it because I'm right and you are wrong.
I thought it was his best friend's mom, which is why.
Why would people be mad at his friend then?
I haven't seen anybody mad at his friend.
Yeah, they are, because he's it says right here. Yes, right here. The Spencer Davidson commented, homie hopper. Abby Gill commented he was sleeping with his mom's best friend. That's the real homie hopper.
His mom's best friend, huh?
And
See,
then
this whole time I
people
thought it was.
People putting a picture of his mom's post on Instagram, and it's like her with a bunch of her friends, and people are like, which one? Like, which one do you think did it? But they were all saying his own mom.
Oh,
Like
okay.
they were all picking her out of the group, and it was so funny because they were like, she's the baddest. But then they're like, that's his mom, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Legendary stuff, man.
That's got to be weird. Like, I wonder if they were like around each other. Like, Zach's probably in New York, obviously, because training camp's coming up soon. But like, are they around each other right now? And how do you?
I wonder
like,
what the phone call from your mother is like.
Yeah, like
it's like, is this true, son?
But did she know already?
It's another good question.
Like, there's just so many factors that go into this.
Now, this is going to kind of ruin my question, but I'm going to ask it anyway, because this whole time I thought it was his best friend's mom.
Mm-hmm. You thought it was Stifler. You thought this was a whole Stifler situation.
I don't even know what that means.
Stifler's mom?
From what? What is this? What is it? What are we referencing here?
Only the movie that every young kid watches growing up. American Pie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I've seen clips of it.
God.
Listen, Josh, I've seen all the important clips from that movie, okay?
How did you even grow up? Like, how are you?
Bro, we've gone over this. I don't really like movies.
But even then, like, you never saw, like, obviously you saw the clips. I know, I get that. You saw the important ones.
Yeah, that's all I cared about.
Like, no, man, American Pie growing up.
Josh,
you seen Road Trip or Euro Trip?
No.
You were never a kid with your homies, like, you know, just late at night, like, oh, parents are asleep. We can watch these movies. Never?
No.
Oh, my
Because,
God.
see, here's the thing. My brothers, like, whenever that would happen, my brother watched horror movies.
Gosh, never seen American Pie.
No, I've seen plenty of clips from it, though.
Stifler's mom, basically, Finch was getting bullied a lot by this guy named Stifler. And then at the very end of the movie, Finch just walks into this room, and Stifler's mom in there, and he bangs her. And then it's like a running on joke throughout the next few movies. But then in the very last movie, Stifler bangs Finch's mom. So he gets it back. Now, you got to watch them. They're hilarious movies. Hilarious.
All right, Josh. I'm gonna put you in a situation here. Because like I said, this whole time I thought it was best friend's mom.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll even live in a theoretical world right here. So, like, this is not Josh's act. I don't know who your best friend is. I'm not aware of who your best friend is. Maybe it's Clayton. I don't know. Your best friend in a fictionary world, mom is bad as hell. She comes on to you. There is a 0% chance anybody ever finds out you smash. You doing it?
Listen, Aaron, Nick, Justin, I would never even think about this with your mothers. They're all lovely women, and I respect them to the fullest, and I respect you guys to the fullest. So this is just a fictional scenario,
Fictional scenario.
and this isn't even you guys. This is a different best friend. That's not you guys, and it's not your mothers. Uh, yeah, I think it'd be nearly impossible.
All
to
right,
not
all right, all right. What if it's a 60-40% chance?
That people find out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm still
50-50.
I think I'm still like in the moment. It's gonna be so hard to not think about. Well, to think about like I shouldn't do this because of future repercussions. Like in the moment of a situation like that, I don't know if she's bad.
I'm
Like is that?
talking. I'm talking minimum 8 out of 10. Minimum.
I don't know, man. That's a tough situation. But I just think it'd be so tough not to. Like, what are you gonna be able to just be like?
No,
No, never.
listen. I absolutely listen. One of my friends already knows that his mother is,
It's bad.
and I have expressed it to him, and I've said I'm sorry if it ever did happen, but I absolutely would. So one of my friends is already,
Yeah, no, I got friends like that too. Where it's like, listen, bro, it probably won't ever
no,
happen.
listen,
But
it would
just
never
know,
happen. It would
like,
never
just know,
happen.
if there was a chance, like, I'm sorry.
In there like swimwear.
Like, I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's just tough. I mean, that's
What a
tough.
guy, Zach Wilson. What a guy.
I mean, Zach Wilson also senior prom took 2 BYU cheerleaders when he was in
What a
high
guy.
school. He took 2 college cheerleaders in high school. Like that guy's just. He's
I
a
mean,
kid.
hey, if people are always like to call others gold diggers and things like that, bro. If there was a girl in my school and I knew she was about to become like a god at something, I'm there. If she
Yeah,
had any interest in me, I'm there.
yeah, right
I
there.
don't listen. I'm all about money though. Some would call me materialistic.
I might be referred to as a bag chaser, but
It's possible.
it's that's I didn't say that. People may say that about me.
And
But
guess what? I'm totally okay with it.
yeah, no, not gonna find me complaining.
Because people say money can't buy happiness. And I'm still calling
disagree.
bullshit on
Yeah,
that.
I very much. I would be very happy
You
with a
gave
lot more
me
money.
$10 million right now.
Be a long time before I'm sad again.
A lot of
Long,
happiness.
long time before I'm upset.
The happiness that would be radiating through my body
Yeah.
would be incredible.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long time before I'm sad.
That's just me. That's just me.
I'm
Anyways,
glad
Josh.
I didn't have any friends that had to experience that, though. Like you see stories about it. Like you'll read news reports about stuff like that, or
What?
or you see a TikTok or videos, like people like because it escalates to something when everyone finds out. Like
What
it's
about their mothers getting,
by a friend or
Dog?
something like kid hospitalized for sleeping with friend's mother.
Nah, you have to at least, you got to do something to him.
If it happened to me, yeah, I'm beating his ass.
Nah,
Like it just.
Baseball bat in hand.
Yeah. And I'm moving out.
Oh
Like,
yeah, my mother's instantly cut off.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Because now I can't even have friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first thing that ever, listen, you say, yo, your shirt looks kind of ugly today. You'd be like, yeah, well, that's why Josh smashed your mom.
Yeah, because you can't live that down, bro.
Immediately, every single
that
time.
down. You just never win. You never win.
No. You'll never win an argument again in your life. Not one time. So, anyways, listen. We've gone off the rails. Zach Wilson's railing. So, what a time to be alive. I wonder what she looked like. I am curious. Anyway, listen, let's end the show there. We'll be back next week, of course. But Josh, tell everybody where they can find you, then we can go.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at JoeLynn_4. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And make sure you head over to Underdog. Use code GenZ. Double your first deposit. Go get you some free bread. I actually won a bet, MLB bet on Underdog.
Oh yeah.
It was, I think I had Jose Ramirez under like 8.5 fantasy points, and then someone else is under for fantasy points, and I wound up winning. So it was a nice little dub. And I put 10 in, and because my deposit got doubled to 20, I put 20 on it, turned 10 into 60, just like that, because I used code Gen Z.
See, simply incredible.
Just free money right there. So
simply
head over to Gen Z, use code, head over to Gen Z. Yep. Head over to Underdog, use code Gen Z, and make sure you guys tune in Monday, 7 Eastern.
Yes, sir. Like Josh said, tune in every Monday, 7 Eastern. We're here to entertain you guys, talk a little bit about everything. Tuesdays, me and CJ do the hard count. I will not be there tomorrow. I have a Renegades game to do. So I don't know what CJ will be doing, but usually we are there Tuesdays, 9 Eastern, talk everything in the football world. Thursday, Backstop Banter, me and Michael talking everything in the baseball world. All three of those shows are also available via a podcast. So make sure you go over to Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, whatever you use to listen to podcasts, and make sure that we are a part of your listening cycle. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, Anthony Conover _. You can follow this show at Gen Z Sports, as you can see on your screen. And if you're listening, it's capital G, lowercase EN, capital Z, lowercase sport, capital Z at the end. Even though I don't think capitals matter at all. But, just to, tell you. But, listen, with all that being said, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate the comments and everything of that nature as well. And listen, people, until next time, you have a good one, all right? See you on the next episode.